age portrait. We came in February of '03, and Jack, a week into the hyperbaric chamber, our Jack started talking much more. He would be trying different words rather than the same maybe 30 that he had. And his focus, like he would totally sit on the couch and look through a book where he'd never do that before. And by the time we got home, at first we thought we were imagining things, but when we got home and the other preschoolers said, "Hey, Jack can talk," we knew that it was totally from the hyperbaric chamber, because he was putting sentences together by the time we ended up getting home, where he would only have a couple of words like "go out" or "come here." By the time we were leaving, he was, it was 5-word sentences almost. He, for the first time, initiated conversations as well. He would ask a question of a child rather than we're always saying, "Okay, Jack, say hi," or whatever. He started initiating, which I thought was huge. And finally, the kids are trying to listen to him to see what he has to say. I couldn't question the reason he started talking. It was right after the 5 weeks, and he was talking. I couldn't attribute it to anything else other than the hyperbaric chamber. It was that amazing. And in combination with the conductive education, it was amazing because he's so strong now. He sits up tall usually. It was great. I'd recommend it to anybody. I thought the speech part of it was a miracle for us.
Christopher was a full-term child. He had a stroke while he was still uterus. He had his first seizure at 8 days old. He couldn't use his right hand very good.
Stand up, say
Hi.
That is a dramatic improvement we've noticed just since we've been here.
Christopher's speech has improved. He's able to put more sentences together to like 2 words. Mama go. And he couldn't do that before. Christopher put a ball in his hand for the first time and closed it without even having to think about to do it. He just did it, and I cried. It's just a wonderful program here. Just need more people to know about it. He couldn't walk up or down a hill without falling. And now he does that without even thinking. He just comes down and comes back up. His balance is better. He's able to catch himself before he falls. Where before he wouldn't do that. He would just fall.
I think he's much more aware of his arm than he was before.
He never used it. He didn't care. It was down. Now he knows it's there and he's using it.
He's moving both of his arms together. Normally he would just stay there and take it like that, get frustrated. He was just like that. Something he hasn't done before.
We've learned so much from other parents, and it's just parents helping parents and children helping children.
It makes it seem a little easier knowing. I mean, you always know that there's other people that have the same problems you have. Talking to them, being with them, and living with them for a couple of weeks, it makes you feel a lot better about your own family and everybody else's.
We're not different.
You're not different.
Christopher never wore shorts. This is the first time he is wearing shorts away from home, because I don't like people looking at his legs and his braces, and I would never put him in shorts. I'd change him and put him in blue jeans and you couldn't tell. Well, here I'm like, I'm going to put shorts on you because you're the same. You don't have to prove yourself here. There's other children that are worse off than yours, and there are other children that are better off than your children. We don't compare our children. When a child does something, walks with a cane for the first time here, everybody feels that happiness, not just the parents. Everybody feels that. When Christopher says a word or says good morning to somebody, everybody feels that, all right, you know, everybody's really encouraged you to just go the next step, go the next mile, go together. And you do it as a team here, and that is just, it's very important. There's always, don't let money be an issue. Find a way. Don't let money stop you.
The first time I came for 3 weeks for just the oxygen. When I went home the first day back, I got a call from his special ed, the head of special ed from the school, his therapist, and the school nurse, because they could not believe the changes in him. And because they were so great, I turned around 3 weeks later and came back for 3 more weeks, and again, we again saw amazing changes. So I've been here 3 times in 6.5 months. I put him in the conductive, which was hard because he was older. But again, like she said, it's something to start with and work forward. He couldn't bend his legs out straight. He's now got his legs straight out on the floor. My husband couldn't believe the change he saw in the 3 weeks that he went home for and came back. So yes, I see big changes in him.
The oxygen has been a big help because she seems to be a lot more talkative. Instead of like just stringing 3 words together to tell you what she wants, she'll do sentences of like 10 words, you know. She's really a little more articulate, and I was really happy about that, you know.
Hello, I'm Lorraine Campbell. I'm from Nebraska, and about 3 years ago I had 3 strokes during open heart surgery, and I couldn't taste anything. I never felt full. I never felt hungry. And since coming to Ability Camp with Hyperbaric Chamber, I really feel hungry sometimes, and I really feel full when I eat. And I can taste things. It's wonderful. I can taste a cheese sandwich. I haven't tasted anything in 3 years. I'm really glad I found the Ability Camp. My daughter found it on the internet. It's a wonderful place. People are so nice here. The price in the United States is so high. It's very expensive, and we can afford that. So the price here is very affordable. They have a place where we can stay. We stayed for 3 weeks, and no charge to stay, just to charge for the Hyperbaric Chamber. We've met wonderful friends here that we'll never forget, my daughter and I. Anybody that's had a stroke, I would really recommend the Ability Camp in Picton, Ontario, Canada. And the 3 weeks that you spend here really cost you nothing, except your food that you eat. They have a kitchen and several bathrooms, and you have a good-sized bedroom. It's really a nice place to be. Like I said, I really recommend it for anybody that's had a stroke.
Okay, this is Miguel, it's her son. It's a little boy of 20 months now. He was in perfect health until 6 months, but something happened at 6 months, and we don't know what's happened. And Miguel was in a coma for 9 days, and he woke up with brain injury, severe brain injury. The doctor told us to do nothing and don't think about nothing, and Miguel is going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life, and he was blind. So we tried to find something to do with Miguel, and we find the hyperbaric treatment, and we look everywhere, and we decided to come here at the Ability Camp, and we came for one first 4D treatment. So when we came at the first, we didn't know if it's going to work or no, and we were really happy because after 20 treatments